Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. I am not a fitness expert. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a certified trainer. Heck, I didn't even sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night. But I am an independent team Beachbody coach, and I've successfully completed P90X and P90X Plus several times, and I want to talk about it. Well, this past week, there's just been a few conversations that have come up, and I may have talked about this on a previous podcast. I don't know. I don't keep track anymore. So this might be version 2.0 on this. But I got to thinking about just something that all of us seem to have in common, but many of us use it so differently, but the issue always comes up. We all have basically the same amount of time in the day, right? We all have 24 hours, and it's interesting how people will say that, well, yeah, I want to work out, but I don't have time, and everybody's got the same amount of time. How is it that some people have time and other people don't? So it really depends on how you manage your time and what you do with your time, and good or bad or whatever it is. But how can you make the most of it, and still get yourself to being healthy and fit and do the things that you think that you need to do. So I got to talking with people this past week, and there are different things that people consider when they're choosing like a workout program, and time is one of those big ones. And we're not talking about just time during the day, but how long should I do this program for? Let's address the part with the amount of time during the workout. I'm going to say, when I was doing P90X, I'm back to doing P90X again. But the first time around, yeah, an hour's worth of time was a long time. I started with Power 90, and those were nice 30-minute workouts. They seemed to last forever, and eventually I got up to that next phase, and they were a little bit longer. I'm like, oh, that's enough. Then I went to this Power half-hour thing, 30 minutes. Count me in for that. But they said if you wanted to take it up to the next level, you do two 30-minute ones in a row. Well, that was an hour. Forget it. But as I saw myself start to see the results that I had worked so hard fade, an hour seemed like a small consolation. And so that's kind of what I've done is, tried the different workouts. But there seems to be just kind of that ideal point of the amount of time to put in. For me, it hovers right around the 45-minute mark. If I got 45 minutes, I might do a little bit more. If I could do a little bit less, but 40 to 45 minutes, that's what I have in my mind to do my workouts, whatever it's going to be. So, but for other people, I mean, there are other solutions out there. I've got a buddy out there that's just having amazing success doing the 10-minute trainer ones. I mean, it's a big time excuse buster. You've got 10 minutes. These are 10-minute workouts, and you can stack them together if you've got a little bit more time. But getting started, getting going, and putting yourself in that frame of mind that you say, yeah, I do have time. Now, I've known a few people, when we're talking about more extended periods of time, like a 90-day program like P90X, I know a few people that have gone and gotten through part of the program but just didn't succeed. 90 days just took a little bit too long. And I'm thinking, just kind of chunk it down, do 30-day blocks. Don't have to look so far out. Use a 30-day block to say, okay, for the next month, like the month of March is coming up, for March, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do phase 1 and not worry about the next one and the next one. Get through each phase. Just do the 30 days. Now I know that's, well, eventually I'll go through the 90 days period, but yeah, when I look at my workouts and just say, you know what, I'm actually just going to do 3 weeks and then I got a recovery week. When I start looking at that, that's only 21 days. Man, that doesn't, I can do anything for 3 weeks. And then I get that recovery week in there. And then I'll deal with the next month there. But that's what I've done. That's what worked for me. But that day-by-day thing right at the beginning, getting started, that was such a challenge. And I highly recommend, this is what I did to actually succeed with Power 90, because I tried to do it on my own terms and try to mix and match and do it on my own schedule. Didn't work. I don't recommend it, but take something like this. Rev Abs came with this awesome calendar that a little fold out. Each one of the workout programs comes with a little bit different. Some are in a little book or whatever, but this one just tells you every day, what workout you're supposed to do that day. And while I didn't want to mess up my calendar, you can just cross them off. And do it that way if you're the paper and pencil type of person. Now, if you go in and make use of the online tools at teambeachbody.com, all of the Beachbody programs are in there, and you can have the system automatically generate your workout calendar for you. So when you log on, that's the workout you're going to do for that day, and you can just pick your start date. And if you chose something like Rev Abs, bam, it'll put in all of those workouts that were on that little calendar there into the system, and then you just follow the plan, and all of the rest days are built in, etc. So, working on that that excuse buster of I don't have time, I've got my kids, I can't do this, I can't think of any kids, and I don't know if you think of when you were growing up, how did it sound? Mom and dad just didn't have time for us because they were always working out, getting healthy and fit. No, that's not going to happen. That just sounds silly. Unless that's your mom and dad's career and you never did see them, but for the most part, getting the workouts in and getting, putting the time for you is going to give you the energy. It's going to give you a different perspective. You're going to feel more confident, better about yourself, and the things that you wanted to take time and appreciate and do, you're actually going to find that to happen. Now, for me, I used to work out in the evenings, and I wouldn't turn on the TV and watch that until I got my stuff done. But now I'm a morning workout person. I get up, half hour, 45 minutes extra early so I can get that workout in. It's a small consolation to pay to be able to feel as amazing as I do. But for other people, we've got these DVRs and these TiVos and things like that. Record your television program in the evening and go and get your workout done. And that's it. And if you're one of those people that needs to have the TV on, work out during your program. For me, I'm looking at my TV here. I have my TV, but I also have a little mini DVD player on the top, and I can hear those cues and see those cues while my TV's on if I wanted to watch news and get the gist of what that is. So, give yourself a break and, give yourself a little bit of time. Whether it's getting up early, but put in that time, put in that commitment to yourself. Everybody's got time. Everybody has to deal with this issue of time management. Why not go through it and feel better about yourself and get yourself healthy and fit and, everything like that. So anyway, that's all I have for this week. Hopefully you'll make effective use of your time, because remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.